Yeah, you're not
at the Super Bowl.
400 years old. Don't look over your glasses. Most women are not into like football and Super Bowl and everything, but I am like here for it. So much so that we don't generally go to like big Super Bowl parties. Like sometimes we'll have our families over, but we don't go to like big Super Bowl parties because we actually want to watch the game, and in a lot of those you can't watch them because everybody's like talking, and I am here for it. I used to cheerlead in high school, and I like loved football. It was my favorite sport to cheer for, and I like learned the game. So my husband says a lot of times I like it better than he does. But I want to take you along with us today, just for a few things, and just thought it'd be fun to kind of see how we hang out on the Super Bowl. I'm making chili beans for supper during the Super Bowl and pigs in a blanket. Even though it's just us, I felt like I needed some kind of football food. So that's what's up. My husband had to go to the hospital about 2 hours away to visit a member of his family that's in the hospital. And we have a hospital in our town. Nobody goes to it, but we do have one here. And then we have another hospital, which I had both my sons at like an hour away. But then like the good hospitals, like the ones where you can get ICU or the children's hospital or something like that, they're all like an hour and a half to 2 hours away. So he ran down there to visit a family member that's getting ready to have heart surgery tomorrow. So I'm hoping I can have all this stuff done before he gets back. Just so, you know, when he gets back, we can like just turn on like the pregame stuff and be ready. We're like an hour and a half away from kickoff, maybe 2 hours, so yay! Instead of watching my ground turkey. I mean, I still think it'll be okay, but I never said I was a good cook. So I'm still waiting on my husband to get home. And we're about 45 minutes to kickoff, but I just saw a promo reel run during the pregame, and I wanted to chat about it because it's really relevant for those of you that own businesses and those of you that just I don't know, I think it's relevant for all of us. So in this game, there's Patriots and the Rams, and I'm in the anybody but the Patriots camp. But they were just talking about how Tom Brady, who is the quarterback of the Patriots, is 41 years old. And if he wins today, he will be the oldest like quarterback. Actually, I don't even know if he, like, if it matters if he wins, like he's still like the oldest quarterback to play in a Super Bowl game. I may be wrong on that, but I'm close. His coach is 67. So the Patriots coach is 67. And he would be the oldest coach to hold the Super Bowl trophy if he wins today. On the flip side is the Rams, and the Rams has a quarterback who's 24, so like literally almost half of Tom Brady's age. And then they have a coach that's 32 or 33. He's the same age as me. And if they win, the coach will be the youngest ever to win the Super Bowl, the youngest coach ever. He's super young, his quarterback's super young, and on the flip side, we've got everybody on the older side. So it's just to prove, like, it just goes to prove that age is just a number, and like, you can be great at age X, Y, and Z, and you can be great at this age. It doesn't matter if you're too young or too old. You can be amazing at what you do either way, and you can show that. There are, I don't know how many teams there are in the NFL, but there's a lot of teams in the NFL, and these two are the two best teams of 2018, 2019, and they are what it'll be, the youngest coach to win a Super Bowl and the oldest coach to win a Super Bowl. So it's just, I don't know, it's just a good lesson that age is just a number and that we can do great things regardless of our age. Because I know I personally get caught up in like the getting older race. I started my business when I was 24, I guess, right after I'd had my first son, and I didn't do much for those first like 4 or 5 years of my business, but I had the business, and looking back, I want to be like, oh, I wish I would have known then what I know now. Like, I could be so much further along in my career and in my business and in my goals and whatever if I would have been doing what I'm doing now when I was 24, 25, 26. But then I'm like, I'm 32 years old. Like, I'm not like, I'm not old. And there are younger people coming on the scene who are like killing it and doing great. But there are also quite a bit of older people than me, like killing it and doing great and speaking on these stages and like rocking the stage. So I just want to, pop in here before the game starts and tell you that little lesson. Age is just a number. Hopefully age is just a number where the young people come out on top today. But I'm only saying that because I don't like the Patriots. So I'd love for you to comment below and let me know which team you were pulling for yesterday. Because as you're watching this, it'll be yesterday that the Super Bowl happened. So let me know what team you're pulling for. I'm definitely gonna do a breakdown towards the end of this vlog where I'm talking about the lessons you can learn from some of the commercials on the Super Bowl. So like if you're a business owner, kind of getting down and dirty with some of the commercials and how they are attracting their audience and how they're selling and all that good jazz. I'm gonna get a little down and dirty with that. And we'll definitely like share our favorite Super Bowl commercials because that's definitely a favorite of mine. So it's really hard when you actually want to watch the game, but you want to watch the commercials too. Like there's never a time to pee, like ever. I went to college for advertising, and for two or 3 years, I had assignments to like judge and analyze the commercials that happened on the Super Bowl, and so I had to like make a choice to like miss parts of the game and stuff, and it's just bad. It's not good. Never a good time to pee, but hang tight. We're gonna do that a little later. I caught you with your mouth full. Who you pulling for?
Go Ram.
That was gross.
Down play action. Brady with all kinds of time.
Yes! Oh, the ball loose! Get the ball!
New England.
They just sacked him. How are we feeling about the Super Bowl so far? Is that how you're feeling? probably the most uneventful Super Bowl
Sucks.
it sucks I've seen in a really long time.
Not a good Super Bowl.
Not a good one so far.
Not a defensive guy.
You're not a defensive guy?
No.
I don't know what that
Score
means,
some
but
points. I'm looking over my glasses
yeah, you're not
at the Super Bowl.
400 years old. Don't look over your glasses. My mom yells at my dad for doing that the whole time.
Go Tony.
Yeah, this is not good. Okay, favorite commercial so far? Do you have one so far?
No, they suck too.
I don't think the commercials have been good either. So if I had to pick as far as like I wrote them down. Do you want to see them? I mean, you probably can't read my handwriting. As far as like emotional and good message, I would pick the Google Translate one. Because it was like, you don't like that one? It was saying that,
Oh, favorite one, Heaven Audi commercial.
okay. So it was saying, that's probably my favorite funny one.
Yeah.
So it was saying,
We're missing one.
the Google Translate commercial was saying that, you know, thousands of things are translated every day, week, whatever.
The most translated 2018.
Was
How are you?
How are you?
Thank you.
Thank you, and I love
And I
you.
love you.
Which means that the world is not as bad as we think it is.
Yeah,
But so do we both agree on that being the funniest one,
yeah.
the best one so far? Is the one, it was an Audi commercial, and he was in heaven, and he was like choking on a cashew.
Yeah,
at the
that
end
was a
of
good
it.
one.
It was pretty funny.
But it
All
wasn't
right.
really good. But
No.
It was fair.
I guess we're gonna watch Maroon 5 in the,
Michael Phelps do some kind of dance.
why is Michael Phelps doing a dance? Anyway, Maroon 5, halftime. Hopefully the second half of the game is better.
Not looking for much.
Break. That was the most uneventful Super Bowl ever. My husband and I were just talking about who should win game MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and I was like, what do they have to judge it on? Nothing. And of course the Patriots won because they're the Patriots and whatever. They all played sucky, my opinion. But let's chat about commercials. So, like I say, in the first half, I think, or I guess it was in the first half, my favorite funny commercial was the Audi Heaven commercial. Then, like the one with Google Translate where they talked about like the most Googled phrases or whatever. But then, right before the halftime show, NFL played their 100-year celebration commercial. Definitely gets the award for funniest and like best commercial for me. My husband actually didn't see it, so I'm gonna have to show it to him, but so good. The halftime performance, come on, Adam Levine, you could have done better than that. You could have done better, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then we really liked, after halftime, we really liked the Kia West Point, Georgia commercial with the little boy who was talking about how nobody knew where his town was, and it was like 80 miles from Georgia, or from Atlanta, but they made Kias. Loved that one. And I really liked the one with the Microsoft, with the Xbox controller that was able to be used by children with disabilities. Loved that one. And then the Alexa commercial where they were showing the things that never made the cut, like the dog being able to order its own food, and the space shuttle people being able to cut off the whole world's stuff. And I will say, emotion-wise, the Washington Post commercial, very good. Very, very, very good. It was the one where they were saying that knowledge kept us free, and how like getting the news every day keeps us from, you know, keeps us like safe and all that stuff. And I thought it was really good. Couple of things to note from Super Bowl commercials, and this is for every single year of the Super Bowl and every commercial you ever see on TV. One, emotion. Emotion sells. Also, did you guys know that scrunchies were coming back in? Well, I'm kind of digging it. Emotion sells, and humor sells and sex sells. And that's basically like the 3 things you can do to tap into your audience's feelings to make them remember you. So like the ones that I didn't think were funny, I'm not gonna remember. That were supposed to be funny, but they weren't really funny, I'm not gonna remember. The ones that were supposed to like pull on some emotional strings, I'm not gonna remember. But the ones that really did pull on my own emotional strings and my own like style of humor, those are the ones I'm gonna remember. So 2 lessons: know your audience, know their, you know, what they're gonna think is funny, know what they're gonna think is like emotional and something that they want to like identify with, and go with that. And this goes for like Facebook ads, YouTube videos, like Instagram stories, Instagram posts, Instagram captions, Facebook posts, like whatever. If you are pulling on the emotion of your ideal client, you will win every time. And that's why a lot of people in the self-help realm can be like big time, because they're pulling on emotion every which way they slice it. Like it is literally like the person's emotion that they're talking to. So that's our recap of the Super Bowl. The food was good. I mean, if I do say so myself. The halftime show, not so good. I love me some Maroon 5 and could have been better. Also, shouldn't we know by now that like they're gonna bleep out words when playing it on national television on the Super Bowl? So like, why even have that in it? Like, it just annoyed me. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the Super Bowl game as much or as little as I did. Oh, and before I sign off, make sure to hit subscribe and hit the little bell if you want to see more content like this to help you grow your business and live the life that you love. Bye, y'all.